So Uncle Trump is in troubles again. And like this article is really long. And last time I tried to read it, I don't plan these. I plan to sort of put a bit more effort into these videos. I've had a lot going on, all right? So what I've done is I've just used this clever little tool, this AI thing to summarize it for me so I can just put all this into one sentence because I actually did skim through this and it was quite boring. So the gist of it is this: a New York judge has ruled that former President Donald Trump committed fraud over the course of several years, while building his real estate empire in a civil lawsuit. How ridiculous! Brought by New York's Attorney General Letitia James. The case alleges that Trump and his company executives, including his sons Eric and Donald Jr., deceived banks, insurers, and others by overhauling assets and exaggerating his net worth on paperwork. The lawsuit accuses Trump of inflating his net worth by as much as $2.23 billion US, and by one measure as much as $3.6 billion, or on annual financial statements given to banks and insurers. Trump's legal team had previously argued that James lacked the authority to file the lawsuit because there was no evidence that the public was harmed by Trump's actions and that many of the allegations were beyond the statute of limitations. The non-jury trial is scheduled to start 2nd of October, and James is seeking $250 million in penalties and a ban on Trump doing business in New York, his home state. So that's kind of pretty crazy. Like on the summary judgment, they've just ordered basically they want to splinter up the Trump organization and bog him down. Everyone knows what's going on here. They're just trying to bog him down with bullshit. Now this is never going to make it through. Look, and I don't profess to be a US legal expert here. I'm far from it. I'm not even in your country, so yeah, it's hard for me to sort of really gauge what's going to go on from here. But I have serious doubts that this is going to hold up on appeal. Like that, this will just be overturned for sure, surely. Otherwise, what kind of banana republic you're living in? Because let's have a look over here. We've got in an attempt to this is Eric Trump, the son. In an attempt to destroy my father, kick him out of New York, a judge just ruled that Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, is only worth an approximate $18 million. Mar-a-Lago is speculated to be worth well over $1 billion, making it arguably the most valuable residential property in the country. There are larger estates in America that I've seen that are worth in the sort of $500 million range to $1 billion range. That were touted as the most valuable residential property in the country. However, it's not much grander than this. Like, this is right up there. I mean, you can't argue that. In fact, when you try to, it looks pretty stupid, because what have we got? This plot of trees on a 2.2 acre lot just down the street from it is going for $150 million right now. You got a patch of trees down the road from the historic Mar-a-Lago estate. It's a fraction of its size, going for $150 million. That's insane. Now, I heard that this guy sold it or transferred it to John Jr., so technically it doesn't even belong to Uncle Trump anymore. I don't know what this to trust this, but this is about a month old. But did Trump sell Mar-a-Lago estate or transfer ownership to his son? Can I force it to summarize? Read this page. Here we go. It's slowly getting useful. Former US President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida has been sold, according to a listing by Zillow Real Estate. However, A report by the Daily Express suggested that he merely transferred ownership to a company owned by his son, Donald Trump Jr. There is no indication of who bought the property, and the address corresponds to Trump's Palm Beach residence. According to the Sunbiz website, the current owner of Mar-a-Lago is a company called Mar-a-Lago Incorporated, which is owned by the company owned by the former president's eldest son. So that would make it Trump's transfer of property to his son is not illegal, despite the fact that many people on social media consider the timing of the purchase questionable. I consider the timing of a lot of things very questionable. But that should probably answer the question. I would suggest that is the case, because do you remember when he became president and he had that big press it went for like 2 hours, and he had like stacks and stacks of papers, and he was there with his son, and well, it was both his sons, and Ivanka, I think, was there, and he was signing off all of his business on camera to his sons as an obligation. He had to do that to become president. But God, he's got to be worth more than $5 billion, surely. I know he's taken a financial hit, but he owns I know they divest their wealth, but come on, man, there's too late. Look at this sad little. Can we find it? 1980 Ocean Boulevard. Oh yeah, I looked it up before. Here it is. So it's just like, it's not the house. It's this plot of trees here, which, you know, is great property and all, but like when you look at it inside, like look inside Mar-a-Lago, it is pretty insane. Like, you're gonna pretend this is worth $18 million? Just that room would be worth $18 million. Look at it. I think this is the clubhouse in the front. But still, that's part of the whole estate. That's part of it, you know, like it's... I want to see up here in these bits. It looks a bit run down, and... No, it's just how it looks from there. Just the front. I don't want to... What's going on with these frames here? Anyway, I'm getting boring. Yeah, so I just want to have a quick look at Uncle Trumpy and what's going on with him, the latest. So yeah, they're trying to dissolve, they're trying to splinter into the winds the Trump empire. We've been seeing it coming for a long time, but what does this truly mean for everyone? This is not a good thing. This is a terrible, terrible thing. It doesn't matter what you think of Uncle Trump. This is a very, very bad precedent. See you next time.